Hello everyone! How is it going? Okay, I'm testing out this weird thing. I don't know if it's actually working or not, but apparently I have a vertical stream automatically. I don't know if that's true or if it's working, but apparently that's true. Anyways, I see a lot of people in chat right now. Kitty Heart, how is it going? Speed Baking, how's it going? Usif, how's it going? Man, so many people already here. I feel like I've been keeping you waiting. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. Man, Kitty Heart, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I saw you. Like, good to see you again. Good to see you again. Hello, Speed Baking. How are you? Hello, Fire King. Fire King, this stream is essentially for you. If you remember, and everyone here yesterday, I guess, but mainly because Fire King is the #1 potato supporter. But we cannot have these potato people spreading false news about what is the best flavor of soup. So, I need everyone right now to tell me their favorite flavor of soup in the chat. This is very important. If you weren't here yesterday, then it probably makes no sense. But I need to know everyone's flavor of soup right now. Everyone's favorite flavor. More specifically, if you could choose between potato and tomato, that would be wonderful. Kitty Heart, we have to be strong here. There are some people in the chat who believe that potato soup is better than tomato soup. And there is a correct answer here. In order to settle this age-old debate of potato versus tomato, I'm seeing mostly potato in the chat. I have devised a way in which we can decide once and for all. We talked about it yesterday. On Saturday, we're going to have an interactive stream where it is going to be potato soup versus tomato soup. And we are going to decide once and for all what is the best soup. I know, Kitty Heart, I know it's just their opinion. I'm just joking around to increase the effect of our war that we are having, of whether tomato soup or potato soup is better. Now, okay, hold on, I gotta press the right button. Okay, so welcome to Game Maker Studio. We've used it a couple times before, but today we're going to be using it to create a simulation to determine the outcome of battles. And then once we have this, oh goodness, my camera turned off. Hold on, something's wrong with my camera. One sec. I gotta fix my camera now, I guess. What on earth's going on here? How did this occur? Hold on. What is going on? Okay, yeah, I gotta fix my camera real quick. One sec. This is interesting. Now I'm receiving a call. My goodness, everything's going wrong. This is ridiculous. Hold on. I gotta figure out what's wrong with this. Okay, webcam. Okay. What's going on? Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Now I've got a webcam on my waiting to start screen. This is like the first time I've ever used a software before. This is ridiculous. Okay, I go here. I add a video capture device. Add existing webcam. Okay. Why was that so hard? Down, down, down. Okay. Boom! Okay, we're fixed. Crisis averted, everyone. Crisis averted. It's the soup gods. They're punishing you. Hey, Chicky, how's it going? Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going to create a simulation where essentially we can do battle with potatoes versus tomatoes to see which one is like better. And then on Saturday, I think we should have the Great Soup Tournament, where we like enter a bunch of soups into the tournament, and whichever soup comes out on top is crowned the best soup. That way we know what is the best soup flavor of all time. What are our thoughts on this? I think this is a pretty good idea for which soup is the best. Okay, now I gotta figure out. Hold on. I forget how big the room is supposed to be. Maybe 1280 by 720. I think that's right. 1280, 720. No, that's way too big. Man, I do not know. Hold on. Maybe it's like 640 by 360. Boom. Enable viewports. Okay, perfect. That'll work. Okay, so essentially all we have to do, it actually shouldn't take very long. Genuinely, all we really need to do is we need to create a game in which little guys bounce around a room and can attack each other. So that's essentially what we're doing. What would do more damage, a soft tomato or a potato? That's a fair point, but they will be armed with weaponry. So we also need to decide what weapons each soup would use. So that's another piece of the puzzle, I guess. Okay, I'm importing the tomato first, and then we'll import the potato next. Okay, now we call it SPR_tomato. Anyways, today is also Christmas Eve. I don't know if we have any Christmas celebrators in here, but if we do, what are our plans to celebrate? Does anyone have any like cool plans to celebrate the holiday season, or non-Christmas as well? If you have like cool plans and you celebrate like Hanukkah or something, I'd love to hear them. Potato. I celebrate Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hello, Merry Christmas. Earclax Court. Very, very, very accurate. Earclax indeed. If you don't know who Earclax is like the creator of the bouncing around and attacking with weapons idea. I think. That may not be true, but he's like the most popular. I'm gonna go gamble real quick. Okay, I don't know if that's a good idea. I meet my family. That's cool. Oh, gambling the Earclax. You want to show them Earclax? Can I do that? Hold on, one sec. If you haven't seen Earclax before, let me pull him up. Earclax. Hold on. Okay. So this is Earclax. Let's check him out. We click on this video. Okay. Oh my goodness, we've got an ad. Well, this is embarrassing because now we all know I don't have YouTube Premium. It's a Taylor Swift ad though. That one's for you, Fire King. That was just for you. Going to a gathering in 6 hours? Interesting. But also, what kind of badware turned off your camera? I think my camera just stopped working for some reason. Anyways, okay. So what the game, or what the thing is we have all these little, like, ball things bouncing around, throwing their weapons, right? They're using their weapons. And then we have a big one kind of attacking all the little ones right now. And, I mean, I just clicked on a random one, but this is kind of crazy. The Giga Laser is destroying the 50 flasks, it looks like. They create poison puddles. Anyway, so this is kind of the idea we're working with. So, like, balls bouncing around, attacking each other to see which one is the strongest. That's essentially what we're kind of trying to make today. But with tomatoes, potatoes, other soups, chicken noodle, all the soups is what we're going for. We have become brain rot. No. This isn't brain rot. This is gambling. Way better than brain rot. No, but like genuinely, he does like tournaments and stuff. And unironically, the tournaments are like so fun to watch. Like if you pick a guy and like root for them all the way through, it's like actually a blast. Is this still going? No, okay. So that's essentially kind of what we're going for. But important caveat. I want to make different maps that like have different like wind conditions. So maybe there's a map where like when you're bouncing around there's spikes that come out, and as long as you avoid the spikes you'll be okay. But if you hit the spikes you lose instantly. So we have like a whole bunch of different like ways to win if you are in like different maps and that kind of thing. So that's kind of what we're working with here. I'm gonna make an extra sprite. Hold on. For the walls. SPR_walls. And essentially all we're going to do here is make like a blank image that we can use for like all of our wall textures. So right now it's a bright neon color, so we literally can't miss it. And then we go for objects. And genuinely, like we are almost like a sixth of the way done already. I do not think this will take very long at all. That's probably clown on me, though, because now it's going to take forever since I said that. Hopefully it doesn't, though. It'll be okay. Create an object. We'll call it obj underscore potato. And then we'll add the potato in as the object. So essentially what we're just doing right now is we're setting up the project so that we can start coding it to make things move around, essentially. That's all we're doing. So nothing too crazy yet. Okay, so now we need to have it randomly pick a direction and start moving that way. But first we need to create some parameters. Okay, so we're gonna create a bunch of different variables first so that we can like make each soup flavor have like different strengths and weaknesses. So I think to start we should go. Oh, I lost the chat. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I think to start we need a speed. So var speed equals 1. Then we do var rotation equals 1. And then I guess that'll be it for now. That'll be it for like right this second. Okay, now we go steps, and then we say rotation. Uh-oh. How do I change the rotation? It's image angle, maybe? Image angle equals plus equals var rotation. Okay, now our potato should spin. That is a really big potato. It is not meant to be that big. Okay, here we go. And we have spinning. And like that's it. We did it. The game is done. We finished it. It's pretty nice spin at the top, you know. Not much to worry about. All you gotta worry about is a spinning potato, I guess. Pretty simple for a guy like me. I'm Roblox gambling? I don't think gambling's a good idea. Potato wins. Bro forgot the tomatoes. Okay, well, I'm half done. Okay, I'm half done, maybe. I'm not completely done yet, but it's like halfway. Bro forgot the potatoes. Or tomatoes. Okay. So we need it to be kind of small. Uh-oh. This size is okay. This'll work. Okay. So now it spins. Now we need to move around. So I think how do I do this? Variable direction equals 1. Or I guess random range. Oh, there's something I was supposed to put before, but I don't remember what it is. Integer, maybe? Yeah, I random range. Then we go 0 to 360. And then what we do is we have it. What we need to do is X, maybe. Hold on. We need to figure out how to make it move in the direction that we want it to move. So what we do is we do X. Oh no, this is embarrassing. I don't know what I'm doing. Plus equals. But how do we make it go this way, that way, this way, or that way? I don't know. Okay, so thinking about it, we need to make it so that it, like, if the direction is from 0 to 180, it's moving upwards. Yes. But how do we know how far upwards it needs to move? Huh. That's an interesting one. I guess the closer to 90 degrees, the more up it needs to go. So what we need to do, we need to devise a way. Okay. I think we take the variable direction. First tomato lover of the stream. Yes, Very Angry Duck. Happy you're here. I'm so glad you're a tomato lover just like me. Many a soup uses potatoes, that's true. Okay, so we need to make it so that, like, x plus equals, which means it's going to move this way or this way, depending on whatever this is. So it needs to be either close to 0 or close to 180, the direction. So what we should do is we should do variable speed times, no, divided by, variable, divided by, what is this? What am I supposed to do here? Maybe direction? But it needs to get the difference between 0 and 180, so... Let's start with variable direction, see what happens. What happens if we do this? She does not move, brother. She does not move. Oh, because it's 1 divided by... Yeah, that's the issue. What if we increase this to, like... 200? Okay, well, it moves now. Okay, let's put it... 200's fine. But what if the variable direction is 0? That's an issue. So it needs to work both ways. So, okay, essentially what I'm doing... is I'm trying to find a way to make it, like, move around depending on the angle. I guess I could just use speed for that. Hold on. Time for some research. How to make an object move in the direction it's rotated to in GMS2. Okay. Not really what I'm looking for. Okay, so what we need is... here we go. It's time to steal some code. Yoink! Hey, Pengy, how's it going? You've come just in time to watch me steal a whole bunch of code that we need. Don't worry, guys. Stealing is not real when it comes to coding, because it's all fake and no one knows what they're doing. Okay, VAR underscore direction space VAR underscore direction. Okay, now we go VAR underscore speed VAR underscore speed. Boom. We set the speed back to 1. Let's see what happens. It's working. I think. I have actually no idea. We need an evolution simulation? Brother, I cannot code that. We need accurate solid body physics. I actually don't know if we need accurate solid body physics, because all we need to do, because it's so simple, literally all we have to do is make a wall and say, whenever you hit this wall, go back the way you just came. Or not go back the way you just came, but, like, essentially your direction needs to be inverted. Or, like, yeah, depending on which way you're going. So what we need to do is space, 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 space. If what's the thing I'm looking for? Place meeting xy obj underscore wall. What we need to do is say variable direction equals hold on. We could make it random. Then it would just bounce around randomly on the room. What would that look like? Random range 0 to 360. And now it should bounce around the room pretty much willy-nilly. Let's see how that looks. Like so. Now he should just bounce around the room. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness! Okay, well, that's not working exactly perfectly. He's getting very stuck in the wall. Ooh, sometimes it works. Just not always. Sometimes he goes a little wicked. He just holds the wall. This is kind of interesting. Nope, there will be no Thursday and Friday stream. That is accurate. There will be no Thursday and Friday stream because tomorrow is Christmas, so I'll be celebrating Christmas. And then, oh my goodness, he's phasing through existence. And then, the day after Christmas, I will be traveling out of the country. So, goodness knows. Fire King with the Wicked reference. But Saturday we will have our big soup tournament, so don't miss that out. GoatBlob implemented potato first to make it suffer at the hand of his bad coding. Exactly, Chicky Puff. Chicky Puff, you get it. You understand. If no one understands, I know Chicky Puff understands. I am built only to torment the potato. It's really getting stuck. We gotta figure out a way to fix that. We needed to pick a direction opposite its own direction. So what we need to do is, we need a little more code. So, if it meets a wall, if direction, oopsies, no. Variable direction, there we go, is greater than, ooh, no, we need to check if it's between two things, right? So if variable direction is, ooh. We need to go less than. If it's less than 180, then it needs to be 180 or above. 180 to 360. Right? I think this makes sense. Because now it should always go away from the wall, I think. Else, var direction equals I random range. Oops, spelled it wrong. We go 0 to 180. Now it should get stuck in the wall less often. Boom, okay. Boom. That's not good. Okay, part of our issue right now, I think. Yeah, it's not good. Okay, I think part of our issue right now is we're only checking, essentially up or down. We need to also check side to side. So what we need to do is, if variable direction is less than 180, but greater than 90, then we need to go everything outside of that quadrant, right? That makes sense, yes? I think so. Then what we need to do is we need to make it so it goes above 180. No, that's not gonna work. I don't think that will work. So this is saying if it's going this way, like this quadrant right here is what we're looking at. Right here. Is the hitbox a weird shape? Also, yes, the hitbox is a weird shape right now. But we will be able to fix it, I think, without having to, hold on. We need to go automatic, precise. So now it should be fixed. It should bounce a little better. Boop. Okay, if that fixed, I'm going to be really upset. Hold on. Oh my goodness! Straight through the floor. Okay, hold on. That did not work perfectly. Why does one need a smart fridge? It's a fridge. Why must they infuse it with intelligence? You never know when you might need a little help finding your groceries. Fucking said run, it's coming for you. If a potato, like, whacks me in the back of the head right now, that'd be kind of crazy. I hate to say that would be pretty funny. Okay. So it's between 90 and 180. We need it to be between 270 and 360. Okay, when I have the strat. This is the strat right here, I think. So we essentially make it bounce in relatively the opposite direction. So then we go 180 up to 270. And if that's the case, it needs to be between 0 and 90. Right? Wait. Yes. Then, else if it's between 270 and 360, it needs to be between 90. No. Yes, 90 and 180. And then let's add an else here. We go back up to the top. If grab this. Now we need to go. Wait. Oh. Yeah. No, we don't need this actually. Boop. Boop. Okay. Now we go if it's between 0 and 90. We need to be between. What's the opposite of 0 and 90? 0 and 90 would be down here, so. Wait. 180 and 270, I think. 270. Okay. Now it might work. Let's find out. Boop. Boo. I went straight to the floor again. What is happening? Ah, man, come on. Why does it always go through the floor, too? It, like, always goes through the floor for some reason. What are our thoughts? What is y'all's highest Clash arena? I was in the max arena until I deleted the game, which was, like, very recent. I had, like, 13,000 trophies, I think. But I had to delete it because the, like, company that runs it, Supercell, they announced that they're going, like, full AI. So they're, like, they're not hiring any more artists. They're, like, getting rid of the artists that they do have. So I made the hesitant choice to stop playing the game, even though I've been playing it for 9 years. Change the collusion back to see if it fixes it. Oh, so you're a nerd. Kind of, yeah, actually. Farking, we're sitting here coding a video game. What are you talking about? Wait, they are. Yeah, unfortunately, they are. Very angry duck. So I played for, like, literally 9 years, and I stopped playing because I found out about that. So, a little unfortunate, but, I mean, that's life. The potatoes want you to suffer, apparently. Off they go through the floor again. Whoop! I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's not... Okay, hold on. This turns into positive, this turns into positive. So I don't know why it's not going up. Maybe instead of 0 to 90, it should be, like, forced higher up. Like 45, 450, no, 45 to, no, that's way too high. Like 15 to 90. Ooh, okay, this could work. And then 90 to, 165. Something like this, maybe? This could work. Okay, this goes off the ceiling. And this might go off the floor now. It'd be pretty hype. Nope, straight through again. What is happening right now? Oh! I think this is the problem. No, because this can return a negative, I think. Yeah, because it starts out going up. What? What is happening here? It might be the hitbox. The hitbox might need to be a circle. Hold on. Because, like... Yes, I think that might actually be it. Hold on. Instead of being automatic, let me go manual. We'll go ellipse. Yes, we'll go like this. Let's try this. No, it still wants to go through the floor. Why? Why are you going through the floor? Huh. Why is it doing this? I genuinely have no idea. Make a goal of the game bouncing a potato so it doesn't fall through the floor. That is the goal of us currently. Let's go. Never mind. Potatoes yearn for the ground. I guess, yeah, they're burrowing back to their homeland, dude. I don't know. Oh, wait. I guess we don't actually know what is defined as 0 in this case. Right? Like, we don't actually know what the... Like, we could be saying, like, hey, if you hit the ground, go up, but our up isn't the same as their up. Does that make sense? That could be part of the issue. Where's the draw step? Draw, okay. Draw self. Then draw text at X and Y. And do, let's do Y, like, plus, no, minus 32. And then we go, no, let's go actually 64. 64, then we go variable rotation. Rotation. Okay, here we go. Okay, so for some reason the rotation is staying at 1 no matter what? What is happening? Oh, direction is what we're supposed to be doing. That's right. Direction. Variable direction. Okay, here we go. My up is potatoes on top. That's 95. This is 268. Straight to the floor. Okay. I wonder if I have it messed up. Hold on. So the opposite of 270 and 360, which is this quadrant, is 90, is this quadrant, right? Okay. So the opposite of this quadrant is this quadrant. Yes. The opposite of this quadrant is this quadrant. Yes. Why is it not working? Why not working? I do not know. Hold on. It should be. I think it should be working. I don't know why it's not. This is weird. Quite strange indeed. I guess let's start by doing this. Hold on. So this is 195 now. 5. This is 255. This should be the higher end, so 285. This should be 345. This should be 75. This should be 105. Okay, maybe this will fix it? I've got no idea. If no one knows they know nothing, then they know something and they're lying. Why does it do this? What is happening? Okay, so when it's between this range, it should be going up. But it's not! But it's not! I don't know why! It's not! Oh, do we need an equals to? We might need an equals to. Equal to. Oops. Equal to. Let's try this. Boop. Correct. 239. Okay, here's our issue. Here it is. I think the issue is it continues moving when it hits, right? So maybe what we should do is it only moves if it can. If no place meeting with So, okay, if we don't have a place meeting, if we aren't hitting the wall, it'll move. Otherwise, it won't move, I think. Right? Maybe. Then we do an else. Yes! That is the issue. That is the issue right there. I think we can fix it with this. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Okay, now we can remove this. And put it down at the bottom. Boom. Okay. This might be better. Okay. You might have to rename your stream to trying to fix my potato to make it not go outside the wall. Okay, hopefully I don't have to rename this stream. No, why does it do this? What is happening? Oh my goodness. Okay. What is going on? Genuinely, I've got no idea. Let's watch closely the number. So 95, 222. Okay, what happens after it hits 222? Okay, it looks like it goes to 1. Something is wrong when it hits at 222 is the issue. So it's right here. It should go to 15 or 75, but it doesn't. Why not? Why not? I do not know. Genuinely, no idea what's going on right now. Okay. So it's 222, right? So it should become something in this range, right? Am I insane? Am I losing it completely? I think I must be. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm cooked. Because the chat is below and it wants to greet us. Okay, the potato's trying to escape to you guys. Potato makes Talon's life difficult. Genuinely, they learn so well. 222. Now it should become like 90 or something. But it doesn't. It phases right into the floor. So something is wrong right here. We found where the error is. It's this. It's this right here. But I don't know why. So it's between these two, so it should become 15 to 75. But it does not. It does not become 15 to 75. Instead, it becomes evil. It becomes very evil instead. I'm gonna watch it again. Okay, wait. I think I'm calculating it wrong. I think I am calculating it wrong. Hold on. Instead of being plus equals, let's just do equals variable direction. I think it's starting at a different spot than I'm thinking it is. Okay, yes. There is our problem. 222 is this way for some reason. I think... Oh! But shouldn't that still be right? Shouldn't that still work, though? What is happening? Put another wall above the bottom and forget about the problem. I don't even think that would work. A secondary wall? Like this? Because it's just going to move straight through that, too. 222 is this way. Okay, let's restart. Let's take all the code away. Let's take all this code away. Okay. What we need to do is, if we hit the wall, then variable direction should equal who? Can't you just do negative variable direction? What happens if I do this? Okay, now it just bounces back and forth. But at least we have collision. So, I mean, we're doing something now. No, a fourth wall. We need a third wall. A fourth? How many walls do we need? Okay, so I think we're doing a little better now. At least we have some sort of difference going on. We've been on this for like 30 minutes. Chicky Puff, I know! I don't know what I'm doing! I'm being punished for the fact that earlier on stream I said that this would be really easy and we were half done. But, okay, we're moving at least. In a very bizarre pattern. Now, I don't know what to do from here, really. I don't know why I can't just say, if... Let's do it this way. Okay, let's just do it this way. If... variable direction is less than 90, but greater than 0, let's just make it so that variable direction equals I random range. And if you're thinking, isn't this exactly what he did 5 seconds ago? Yes, this is exactly what I did 5 seconds ago. 270 to 360. Then we're gonna do the opposite. Else, if variable direction is between 270 and 360, it should go the other way. Now it literally should just bounce back and forth. 0 to 90. Let's see what happens here. Boom. Okay. Now we don't actually have anything for that. So that's life. It bounced the wrong way. I guess that's fine. Let's do another one, I guess. Else if the direction is between 180 and 270. 270. That should go the other way. We go variable direction equals I random range. What am I supposed to say? 90 to 180. 90 to 180. Then, the same thing again. We go from 90 to 180. 180, and put it between... No, wait. They shouldn't touch each other. 180 to 720. This is... Have I been doing this the whole time? Oh my gosh, I might be an idiot. Guys, I might be dumb. Genuinely. Oh no. That is so clown, dude. No, that should be right? Right? I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. It should be between... 180 and 720. Okay, never mind. We're good. I just messed it up. It should be between this. No, I'm losing my mind, guys. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could you do a negative direction, plus or minus 0 to 45 or something? I could try that. Have we given up and started brute forcing it? Yes, genuinely. Genuinely, we're just sitting here now. Okay, 0 to 90 is this area. I need a pencil and paper. Hold on. We've resorted to the sketchbook. Okay. I got a crayon. So, a circle, right? It's in the center, and it's pointing a direction. We don't know which direction. Okay. So, let's divide it up. This is 0. No, actually, I think... Hold on. Let's do this. I think this is 0 to 90. Okay? Or this, maybe. I think it might go this way, actually. Let's go 0 to 90. 0 to 90 is this way. Can you guys even see it? 0 to 90 is this way. This is 90 to 180. This is 180... No. Yes, 180 to 270. This is 270 to 360. Okay, this is our chart. We have a chart. Okay. Could one be 190 and one be 179? Yes, we need to do that as well to make sure there's no overlap. But, okay, so 0 to 90 is 180 to 270. Perfect. 0 to 90, no. 180, oops, to 270. Boom. Okay, then, that means 180 to 270. Should be 0 to 90. Okay, now, those are opposites. Now, 90 to 180, 90 to 180, should go 270 to 360. 360. I think I'm cooking. Now, 270 to 360. 270 to 360. Should go back to 90 to 180. Okay, hold on. Now, what does this look like? Wait, why do we need angles? It's a square. What's a square? Please, please bounce upwards. What is happening? Oh my goodness! That should have worked! Hold on. What does this sprite look like again? His texture box? It should be working. I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. Does it need to be smaller? So it doesn't, like, clip? Maybe because it's not a perfect circle? There, it's even more circular now. Maybe this will work. Okay. Please bounce upwards. It doesn't want to. It does not care. It does not care. It just goes down. It said we do not care at all. Huh! Add a second potato. I don't know how this is going to help, but we can try. Oh, this guy's huge. I forgot. Two potatoes. Because screw it. Why not? Now we're both bouncing around. And we both clipped to the floor. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why are we doing this, man? Why? Maybe it shouldn't be else's. It should just be ifs. It should just be an if moment. Let's try removing the else's. I don't know how this will help, but maybe it will. Who knows? Nope, that just makes us clip to the ceiling. What is happening? Else. 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 Okay. Bonk, bonk. Blah, blah. Why does it go this way as well? It always goes the same way. It's almost like it's no, I don't know what it's like, actually. So it's treating it like a sidewall. Yes. Essentially, it's treating it like a sidewall. And I don't know why. Operator assignment failed. What do you mean? Assignment operator expected. What kind of assignment operator? What do you mean assignment operator? Oh, I forgot to remove this. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Bonk, bonk. And into the floor. Into the floor. It thinks I'm hitting here. I don't know why it thinks I'm hitting in this angle right here. That was scary. Something just almost broke the entire code. That was really scary. It thinks I'm hitting this way, but I'm not. I don't know why it thinks that. What if we do break? Ah! I'm sorry, Goat. I'm afraid I can't do that. Restart, it's not like we need to go anywhere. Do you need to rotate the wall itself? No! Okay, the issue is, it shouldn't matter that we're dealing with angles. We have to deal with angles no matter what. Because that's just the nature of the beast we're dealing with. It has angles because it's an object rotating in a 3D space. Or in a 2D space. So it has to face a direction. For some reason, we can't get it to rotate in the correct direction for us. And I don't know why. Okay, what it should do is it should bounce off the wall and go back in the direction it came from. Or not in the direction it came from, but like away from itself. What if we just do it this way? We're going to simplify as much as possible. We're going to remove this. We're going to remove it all. Hold on. Reset again. If the angle, variable, direction, is greater than 0, but less than 90, here we go again, or less than 180, then variable direction equals, let's go, I random range. Does anyone know the definition of insanity in here? Anyone have any idea what it is? That's a joke. I know what it is, unfortunately. 181. Oops. To 360. Okay, perfect. Then, else, the other way. Zero to 180. So the bottom floor doesn't act like a sidewall. Maybe separate the walls in 4 and make them bounce the potato in specific directions. Why is it just the floor, though? What if... Okay, hold on. What if we do something like this? We separate it with a wall. Then once it gets out of the wall, we see how it acts. Okay, it's going to cut through, then it's going to continue on. No! Oh, I know the problem. I know what the issue is. I think this is a top wall and a bottom wall, but this thinks it's literally 2 side walls because of the way it's set up. It looks like top and bottom to us, but it's not the ceiling the sides have. Maybe separate the walls in 4 and make them bounce the potatoes in specific directions. See, but if I do that, then when I add the other ball in, it's just going to randomly... They're never going to touch because they're going to be following the same exact path. I think we should separate them. I think you're right. We need to separate it out so that when it hits different walls, it hits different ways. Wait a minute. This needs to go inside of this. This is the secret ancient technique. Hold on. This might be the ancient technique no one's ever heard of before. Guys, hold on. If variable direction is less than 90, then we need variable direction to be Let's check the map. Let's check the map. Between 180 and 270. Else, variable direction needs to be between 270, 360. This might be it, guys. I think I might be onto something. I think I see the code. I think I see the vision. I can see it. It's also clear now. If variable direction is less than 270, then it needs to be between 0 and 90. 0 and 90. Otherwise, it's between 90 and 180. This could be it. What? Now we're losing the sidewall too! Oh no is right. I do not know what's happening anymore. Undo all that. Okay. We need to figure out why the top wall works and the bottom wall doesn't. Right? Is it 'cause overlapping degrees? It shouldn't be. Because overlapping degrees shouldn't matter because of the else statement. Essentially what I'm asking it to do is say, it asks itself a question. Am I facing up? If I am, do this. If I'm not facing up, do this. So overlapping degrees won't matter because, like, say it's facing upwards. If it's facing upwards and it asks itself if it's facing upwards, it won't even check if it's facing downwards. So it's a totally weird problem. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let's look up this. How to make an object bounce off. Let's just look it up. How to make an object bounce off walls in GMS2. This guy just has it bounce backwards. Could just do that. Hold on now. Let's just have it so if it bounces off the wall, we go variable direction equals variable direction plus I random, oh my goodness, I cannot spell, random range, oh my goodness, underscore range, oh my goodness, range, spell, please, for the love of everything that is holy, negative 15, excuse, negative 15 to positive 15 times negative 1, hold on, so now what should happen is, I've got no idea. Let's just check and see what happens. No! No! Oh man, I thought we had it. Dang it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, I thought we had it, guys. Oh my goodness. No, dude. That is devastating. Oh no. I think we need to take a break and play Hollow Knight or something. Dude, this is devastating, though. Hello, I'm watching Smart TV, so I want people to chat. That's okay, Jackie Plus. Thanks for stopping by anyways. I feel like we're so close, though. We're so close. Ah. That's an L. That is an L. Huh. What if we remove this for just a second? Remove, like, all of this. What do we try now? What does this do? Maybe if it bounces off the wall now, it'll work. Who knows? Right now, it's just bouncing back and forth on itself, essentially. Oh, I know why it didn't work. I know why it didn't work. Okay, I've got it. 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 I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. Then, after we check this, if... What the heck? After we check this, we need to be sure that we need an extra variable. Variable side. Side equals 0. Okay. If... hold on. So, we essentially need to say if it's on this side of the map, make sure it bounces that way. If it's on this side of the map, make sure it bounces that way. And it should never, ever even, like, have a problem with this anymore. So what we need to do, we need to be like... We could also have it always bounce towards the opponent. Caps lock, is that true? I don't think so. We could just have it always bounce towards the opponent. That way it, like, never, ever gets stuck on a wall. Because it'll always bounce towards the opponent. And the opponent probably isn't stuck on a wall. Could do that. Hold on. How to get the direction to an object. Into an object in GMS2. Point direction, maybe? Point direction could work. What does it do? Let's find out. Point direction. What do you do? Ah, let's try it. Equals point direction X, Y to create a parent object. Actually, we just do tomato instead. Actually, hold on. obj underscore tomato dot x, obj underscore tomato dot y. Now it should always bounce towards the tomato. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Hold on. Let's remove this middle wall. Let's remove this extra potato. Now let's see what happens. Yes. Now we'll always bounce towards the tomato if possible. But is that what we really want? I don't know. I kind of wish it, like, bounced around more. I don't really like that it's bouncing directly towards it. I mean, we have movement that's, like, relatively correct, but not actually correct. We could do something like, hold on, let's take this away. Let's go variable direction times -1. And let's have the direction be 0 for a second. Let's just try it. Just take this away, put 0. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, there is no negative of 0, so that's not going to work. Hold on. 360. There we go. Let's try this. Didn't work either. Okay. Well, we have our problem. It's not checking for collisions on the side. Is that our issue? Is it just not checking for collisions that are on the side? Hold on. What if we go 90? Yes! That is the issue! We found it. We've diagnosed the problem. It doesn't check for collisions when it hits the side. I don't know why, but it doesn't. That's so interesting and weird. And interesting and weird as well. Why? Why does it not? What if we remove this? Will it check if we do it this way? Oops, just Y, thanks. Let's check this way. 360. Or is it because there's no negative 360? Let's try something like, 4. What is happening here? Shouldn't it go the opposite way? Am I losing my mind? Is side checking trapped in an else? No, side checking is just straight up normal. This should check both. This checks essentially which way is it going and will it hit something? The wall specifically. If it does, my variable direction should be times -1. My variable direction should go the opposite way I just came because it times by -1. It's essentially the opposite, right? So if this is 180, it should hit this and become -180, turning to the other side. But it doesn't for some reason. Oh. It's because it's checking more than once, maybe? But why, though? It should just turn around the way it came. I am losing it right now. What's the collision mask? Hold on. Let's do automatic ellipse. Let's see if that's any different. I did see -180. Yes, I see -180, but it switches right back to 80. It checks twice per step for some reason. Yes, see? It checks twice per step, but I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh my goodness. Am I dumb? Hold on. Back to the research area. What is happening? Rotating tutorial. But I'm not trying to get the rotation. I'm trying to have it bounce off walls. Hold on. Okay. Whether you're colliding vertically or horizontally in just direction from there, if you don't have any kind of movement code you'll use, just use an example of this. If place meeting... Hold, please. Okay. New strat just dropped. Hopefully this works. Because my goodness, we have been stuck in the pit for days. Does it check twice per step or does it check twice per block? I think it's checking twice per step is the issue. Okay, we go variable direction equals negative variable direction plus 180 plus variable speed. Move it this way. Click. Click. Variable direction. Variable direction. OBJ wall. OBJ wall. Please work. I think it's just gonna bounce back and forth though, so there is that. Hello, House of Autism. How are you doing? Ah! We got one bounce. We got 2 bounces. Hooray. Okay, now we need it to have a little bit of variation in it though. So it doesn't just bounce back and forth the whole time. So we need to say, hold on. Plus I random range -5 to 5. Okay, now it just has a little tiny bit of variation. The tiniest bit of all time. Like barely any at all. Let's try this. Now, it should just barely just smidge off course every now and again. Please. Okay. Is it curving? I can't tell. Hold on, here we go. Bang. Now it should hit the floor. Let's see what happens when it hits the floor. Bang. Okay. Oh, let's speed it up. This isn't going fast enough. Hold on. What if we go like 5? We've got to really test it here. Okay. Bang. 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 Oh my goodness! Guys! We've done it. Oh my word. It took... Hold on, let's get a time check. It took an hour and 11 minutes. But it is done. We've done it. An hour and 12 minutes later, genuinely. I could cry right now. That was crazy. That like genuinely hurt my soul a little bit. Should we up the intensity just a little bit? To make it so there's a little bit more of a difference than just 5 degrees. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Do it. Crying is okay. I mean, I'm not afraid to cry. I just still have to lock in because we're only like half done now. Okay. Okay. It works. Now let's add the rotation back in. Plus equals variable rotation. So now it rotates around as well. Or it should. Yes, it does. Oh, it got stuck there for a minute, but it got out. That was scary. Just for half a second, it got stuck and then pulled itself out again. Woo! And now to do the tomato. Okay, the tomato, luckily, we can just take all this code. All this amazing code that we just worked for 6 hours on or whatever that we could have solved by just looking it up to begin with. We just take it and put it in here. Just take it all. Just yoink it. Put it in here. In the tomatoes. In the tomatoes code as well. Boom. And we're done. Just like that. We've solved it. Now they both bounce. The tomato is substantially larger. The question is, do they bounce off of each other? Question mark. Because we can do that. I mean, it's scary, but we can. Okay. Am I just doing... Or... all this? Do it here. But... we change it to be... obj underscore... soups. We do the same thing here. Take this, go here, go here, go here, change this to soups. Soups. Now we gotta create a parent object called soups. Object, obj, underscore, soups. It's the parent. It has no parent, but it's the parent of this. And this. So now, all the soups should be touching each other as well. So now tomato soup will bounce off of potato soup. And potato soup can do the same if we add in... this. Change this to soups. Okay. Now I do the same thing up here. Change this to soup. Okay, soups. There we go. Sorry. Got stun locked there for a minute. Boom, boom. Soups. Boom. Okay, now they bounce off of each other as well, I think. Oh, they do! That's pretty cool. Boom. Okay, now we have to give them weapons. Okay. What weapons would each of them wield? Be honest, guys. What kind of soup? Everything's set up. How's it going? The soup gods spoke through me. Okay, now the soups bounce off of each other. I think the tomato's a little too big. Don't you think? It's like substantially bigger than the potato. I think that's correct. Potato soup is sword. Okay. Gun? I don't want to code a gun. I meant melee weapons. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's start with the sword. File new. We go 16 by 16. Maybe? No, let's do 32 by 32. 32 by 32. We go here. Now we make the sword. Okay. If the potato soup has a sword, what would it look like? It'd be something like this, I feel like. Like, just a blade through the center. Ooh, nope, not lined up. Hold on. Blade through the center. Also, how big should the sword be? I don't know. This will be fine for now. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Change to brown. Make a pommel. Like this. Now we gotta go wider for the actual blade. And then wider again. Boom. We have a soup sword. Or a potato sword. There. He has a sword. He has a blade. Tomato being bigger is its weapon. Oh, so maybe if it hits, it deals damage instead of having an actual weapon. Potato-mato? Bro, what? Did you see the potato times tomato chat? What does that mean? Potato times tomato in like the Discord? Hold on. What are we talking about? I gotta find out what we're talking about. What are we talking about? Tomato versus... What is that? Hold on. No, X is in the ship. As in ship? What? This is what I found. Potato's eyes filled up as they held Tomato's form. You're bruised, who hurt you? What is going on? Why is there like a fan, what's it called? Fanfic of this. Tomato laughed weakly and wiped a tear away. Always more concerned about other people. That is crazy work, Fire King. It's pretty funny though. Okay, we're gonna have this here. This is the sword. We're gonna try and implement this now. If it works, I'll be kind of surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Sword underscore patate. Patat, really, but okay. File, export, export as, export. Okay. Now, we go back into the game here. We need to add a new sprite. A new sprite. We call it SBR underscore sword. Boom. Import the sword. Boom. And we drag this to here, because you should hold it by the handle, right? And then the collision mask needs to be automatic and precise. This actually has to be precise. Okay, so now what we need to do, I think we need an object of, create an object, call it obj underscore patat sword. We add the sprite of the sword, of course. Also, that great Ado Ragebait image was in the meme video I sent. Oh, I totally missed it. I don't know how I missed that, though, because I watched every second of it this morning. It's probably because I just woke up. Take some inspiration from Earclack's weapon scaling. That would make sense, too. Like, if you get a hit, you spin faster, maybe? I don't know, something like that. Let's go x equals obj underscore potato dot x. Y equals obj underscore potato dot y. Okay, so now the sword should follow the potato around. Yep, he's got it. It needs to be way bigger, I just realized. That's okay. We can make it bigger. Boop, boop. Just like that. Now he's got a sword. Okay. Now we need it to spin. We do require it to spin. So we need to do obj, oh, hold on. We need to do image underscore rotation? What do I have? Rotation underscore image? Image underscore angle. That's what it is. Equals obj underscore potato dot variable rotation. Now it should spin with the potato. It does not. Interesting. Why? Oh, because that doesn't actually move. It needs to be image underscore angle. There we go. Now it should spin with the potato. Yep, now he's got a blade. It needs to be, I think it needs to be bigger or something, though. We need it to be, like, farther out from the potato. Can we make it bigger? Now it might be too big, but we'll work on it. Boom. Now we have a weapon. Okay, now we need it to deal damage. So we need everyone to have HP as well. So HP equals, let's go 100 for now, I guess. I don't know. Hold on. HP equals 100. We're gonna have the tomato draw its HP above itself. So we're gonna go draw. There we go. Self. I didn't know there was a poll for which soup was better. There is. You gotta check it out on Discord. You have to vote for no! Not for potato! Not for potato! No! I didn't mean that. I meant tomato. Oh my goodness, I meant tomato. Dear Lord. I'm sorry, tomato everywhere. I'm sorry, tomatoes. Hi, I'm back. What did I miss? Literally nothing, Kitty Heart. We got stuck for like an hour doing the same thing the whole time. Freudian slip. No, it wasn't a Freudian slip. It wasn't. I just had a slip of the tongue. It's not a Freudian slip. Draw underscore text x y minus 64 HP. That was scary. I don't know why I said that. I would never betray my boiled tomato like that. Whew. That was almost bad. That was almost really bad. Okay. Now, if place meeting xy obj underscore tomato instance nearest of xy obj underscore tomato dot HP minus equals damage. Oops. Damage. Now we need to put a creation step in here with the amount of damage we deal. Damage equals 1. Now, if they touch, it should deal damage. Bonk. Oh, wow, it deals a lot of damage. Oh, wow, that deals too much damage, I think. It's a massacre, actually. Okay. We might be able to solve it, though, if we get it to, like, rotate away. We need to change it so that the image angle rotates the opposite way. Obj underscore potato dot variable rotation equals variable rotation times -1. Okay, now it should rotate the opposite way whenever it gets a hit. Oh, wow, never mind. Hold on. Not set before reading it? That variable rotation. Oh my goodness. Board. Hold on. Obviously, I meant this. There we go. Boom! Okay, remember that Earclack's weapon scaling for sword is +1 damage per hit. That's true. We could always just change it up a little bit as well. We could do like oh my goodness. Hold on. I think we need iframes as well, actually. So like if you get hit, you can't get hit for a second afterwards. Ooh. Bonk. Sometimes it does not change the direction it rotates at all. Actually, has it been changing the rotation? It rotates? I can't even tell. Hit him and rotate the other way. It did not. Interesting. Okay, hold on. If place meeting of the tomato is that, and obj underscore tomato dot invince equals 0. Let's do it this way. Now we're going to give you some invincibility frames. Invince equals 0. Okay, so if invince not equals 0, invince minus minus. So it loses its invincibility frames. 1 per frame. Then, if it takes a hit, obj underscore tomato dot invince plus equals 60. There. So it gets a second of invincibility every time it gets hit. Oh, it didn't even take a hit there, I don't think. Okay, yes. Yes, now it's working. Now what we can do as well is... Hold on. We can even make it so it looks like... Hold on. Image underscore alpha equals 1 minus invince minus invince divided by 10? No, divided by 100? I think that's right. So it should look a little bit see-through whenever it gets hit now. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna heat up some soup for lunch. Good for you, Chicken Puff. I also had soup yesterday for lunch. Pretty good stuff. So now we can even see when it's like able to be hit or not. Because it goes slightly invisible. Oh, dang. He turned around and give him with a slice. Right now, it's not very fair, though. Because, yeah, we gotta give Tomato a weapon to fight back. Otherwise, it's just a one-sided fight. It's not very fair. So what should we give Tomato? Should Tomato just be, like, if it hits it, it deals damage? Because so far, he is hitting it way more than the sword's hitting him. It's, like, unarmed, maybe, from Earclacks, if you are familiar. hold on. Let's add the increasing damage to the sword. So if it takes the hit, oopsies, hold on. Damage equals damage, oopsies, damage times 2. Okay. Now every time the sword deals damage, it gets upgraded a little bit and hits for double the amount. Unarmed potato. Yeah, genuinely. Yep, it's scaling. Oh my goodness, it's dealing a lot of damage already. It's definitely scaling well. Oh my goodness, it deals a lot of damage already. Oh my goodness! This is crazy. Okay, hold on. Now we need to do... If we want Tomato to do damage unarmed, we need to do it so that if it gets hit... Okay, let's do it this way. If place meeting XY OBJ underscore potato. Boom. Sorry, that took forever. We need to do it so that, oops, the damage is reduced. So we go here. We need a certain amount of damage though. Damage equals 1. OBJ underscore potato dot HP minus equals, oops, equals damage. Boom. Also, what is Potato using to hold the sword? Imaginary hands? Of course. Maybe the sword, like, grew out of him like a potato. Potato wins the poll. Dang it. Nerf sword. Probably do need a nerf sword, but it's okay for now. It's okay for now. Then we do variable speed equals variable speed times 1.2. There. Now it should get faster every time it hits as well. Boom. Okay. Oh, wait. We have no way of knowing how much HP the potato has. Hold on. We need to fix that. HP. And we should actually draw it at 32. 32. And then we'll draw potatoes or tomatoes at 32. 64. Okay. Now we should be able to see their health. Okay. Potato is top, tomato is bottom. Wait, why did that one not deal damage? What the heck? There it goes. Okay. Ooh, because sometimes the sword blocks the tomato and pushes it away. Also, sometimes it's not dealing damage. I don't know why. I think it's because they're both checking it. So, like, if one of them checks and sees that it's hit, but the other one doesn't, like, see it in time, only one of them gets the check. So I think Potato is currently, Ooh, here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do. We can do it this way. We create an object called game. OBJ underscore game. Create, connect equals false. This is just going to track to see if the two soups hit each other, essentially. Does tomato also get faster each hit? Yes, he does. But he doesn't deal more damage yet. We need to figure this out. Okay. If connect, then hold on. OBJ underscore game dot connect. Okay, I just put OB. It needs to be OBJ. Thank you. Connect equals false. Then, whenever we touch each other, we need to say, hey, connect needs to activate. Ah! Darn it, we cooked ourselves. Because now we need this to be a separate check. We can say this. If all of this then obj underscore game dot connect equals true. Then we do the same thing right here. To remove the second area and put this in its place. Like that. Okay, now it should work. Let's try. Oh, did not work. Oh, probably because I didn't put the game in there. Whoopsies. Now we try. Okay. Ah, now it's not working at all. What the heck? Oh, because it doesn't have it here, of course, obviously. Whoops. Let's do this. Put it here. Let's do... Can I go here, please? Okay, thank you. Let's do this. And put it here. Okay. Oops, that's not necessary. Okay. Shh. Does Tomato also get fast with each hit? Yes. I said keep calling them that or give them names for fun. Oh, we could... You want to name Tomato and Potato? What should we name them? But the tomato's name is Potato and the potato's name is Tomato. Okay, I feel like that would get really confusing really fast. I think that's a really bad idea. Okay, so we do have a slight problem. Okay. Instead of having this game object do it, why don't we just have hit for tomato? Just do it this way. Hit equals false. Then we change this to say if hit. Or we could just keep it the same way we have it and make it so that when it connects, it unconnects. Oh, this is getting really confusing really fast. Hit equals false. Let's just do it this way. It's fine. Hit equals true. Hit equals true. Okay. Now we do this. Go here. We say if. Okay, no. Obj underscore tomato. Tomato dot hit underscore tomato dot hit. Okay. Now should work. Let's find out. Bonk. It did not work already. Excellent. Bonk. It is not working. Excellent. Bonk, 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 bonk. It is not working at all. What on earth? Tomato dot hit equals true. Yes, and if hit, we reduce the damage, or we hit him with damage, then hit equals false. So why is it not working? Maybe I should be out of this. Hold on. Take this out. Put it here. Take this out. Put it here. Maybe like this. Let's find out. Okay, we got a hit there. Got 2 hits there. It's working, I think. Boom. 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 Oh my goodness, he's going fast now. Boom. Oh goodness, we got a fight on our hands. Boom. Oh man, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, oh my goodness. This is crazy. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, he must have phased through the walls. Whoops. We're gonna make the walls thicker, I think. I think he phased through them by because he went too fast. He phased directly into the Shadow Realm. He moved so quickly. He does go a little too fast. We might need to adjust the speed on him. It is pretty crazy though. Bang. Bang, 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 bang. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Yeah, he goes too fast. He goes a little too fast. I'll agree. He goes a little bit too quick. Let's slow him down a little bit. Let's do plus instead. So every time he gets a hit, his speed goes up by 1. What's that like? He still gets good speed boosts. This is better, I think. Just like it should be? Are you talking about him phasing into the Shadow Realm? Okay, hold on. This is going... Oh no, he's getting destroyed by the sword though. Like absolutely decimated. Oh yeah, he's dead. He's got negative 27. I think the sword deals a little too much damage maybe. This is crazy. Yeah, this is pretty insane. Oh my word. Okay, we're gonna nerf the sword. Look at the damage the sword is doing. This is crazy. It's doing millions upon millions of damage, dude. Yeah, okay. Let's calm down a little bit here. Let's nerf the sword first. I think instead of times 2, it should be times like 1.5 or 1.2 maybe. That's how much damage it should do. Dang, what is happening to the tomato? Lore accurate tomato. Genuinely. That's the power of a true tomato. Sorry for repeating, but they need to start launching in random directions. What do you mean? Oh, at the very start. Okay, yeah, you're right, actually. I forgot I had changed that. Variable direction needs to be... random, range. It's a good thing you actually did, repeat that, speed bang, because otherwise I would totally have forgotten to do this. They should launch this way. And this guy should launch this way. Now, we do need... So, Game Maker has this weird thing where randomness isn't actually truly random. It's like predetermined randomness, if that makes any sense. Like, the first time you generate a number, like, randomly, it will generate that number for every, like, subsequent run of the game for that check, if that makes sense. So we need to change it to true random here in a minute, which will be fine. They won't change anything, but it'll just make it, like, actually random instead of fake random. This is our first, like, actual battle. Ooh. Kinda going crazy right now. Oh my goodness. Tomato bouncing off the top wall, moving to the side walls. The potato's trying to keep up with his sword. He's getting some good hits. Lots of damage with his sword coming out, but he can't really keep up with the speed of the tomato. Every hit seems to get him hit at least once or twice. But he is doing some solid damage against the tomato here. The tomato moving quicker, trying to avoid the sword. But he can't seem to get away from it, as every time he goes in for a hit, he takes some damage. He's pretty low now. Oh, he's one hit away. The potato's half inch. Oh, and the tomato dies. That's my broadcaster voice. Unarmed needs damage. Ooh. Is the damage increasing each hit? For the sword, but not for the tomato. I didn't realize the tomato was also supposed to have a damage increase. Okay, so it does have a damage increase. In that case, let's do a damage increase of 1 for every hit. So every time he gets hit, he gets 1 speed boost and 1 damage up. Bang. Okay. What if the sword rotated faster? Do we think that's the play? Right now, the sword is winning every time they fight. So I think maybe before we, like, buff the sword, we need to make sure the tomato is pretty good, too. Because although I'll admit that the tomato looks like it's going brazy, it's not dealing very much damage per hit. Like, that last time, I think he got him down to, like, maybe 30 HP before it was all over, because the potato just decimated him. Okay, okay. Ooh. Dealing some decent damage here. Okay. This one's a little closer. It's not dealing more damage. I've noticed that the tomato's still dealing the same amount of damage. It's not dealing +1 like it's supposed to. Why not? Potato HP minus damage. Yeah, damage. Oh, it's equals plus. It needs to be plus equals. That's the issue. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the damage increase was not working. What if sword buffs are temporary so the ending is still slow and cinematic? Ooh, that could be interesting as well. Or you could buff the potato over and over and over and over. No, Fire King, I don't know if that's the play. Okay, now we have a it's gonna be close, I think. Unless the tomato just decimates. Hold on. Oh my goodness, the tomato's decimating now. It's dealing 10 damage per hit. Oh my goodness, the tomato's a monster, dude. Yep, that's crazy. It already won. Okay, so the damage increase is too much. 0.1 maybe instead? Okay, here we go. Can you read my comment, please? Which one? Sorry, hold on. Oh, guys, who do you think wins? Type 1 for a potato with a sword, and type 2 for tomato that goes way too fast. Kitty Heart wants to do a poll in the chat. Type 1 if you think wait, which one is it? Type 1 if you think potato's gonna win on Saturday for the great tournament. Type 2 if you think the tomato's gonna win. Big poll in the chat here. Everything set up says 1. That's our first vote. This is a pretty close battle now, actually. Oh my goodness. This was pretty close. Oh, I don't know. And also, I'm definitely gonna, like, tweak some of the... I'm gonna do some more testing off camera. And, like, tweak some of the different, like... variables to make it more fair and, like, closer. So just don't worry. Like, if you think it's like... it's super unfair right now, it will get tweaked. I'm also gonna be adding some other soups. So if you have any ideas for different soups we should add, drop them in the comments. Or yeah, drop a comment and we could go ahead and I could like come up with some ideas for them as well. Sword also needs hit invincibility. Well, I don't know right now, because if the sword has hit invincibility, I think maybe only unarmed gets hit invincibility. Because I think if he had hit invincibility, the tomato would, like, never land good hits. Because he's hitting so fast at the end. Like, that's the only thing that's making him good, is the fact that the potato doesn't have hit invincibility. Weirdly, the faster rotation of the sword made it so that the tomato won easier. That's weird. What? Should we upgrade? Should we up it again? Let's just keep upping it until it's fair. Let's go 5. Let's see what happens now. It should spin quick now. Yeah, there we go. This might do a little more damage now. Your comments have been turned off on VODs recently, by the way. That's weird. I don't know what caused that. Off-camera grinding, genuinely, to make tomato better. What if you could mix soups together? Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting. Double souped up. That way you could have like a tomato that also has a sword. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I can't tell if it's getting easier or harder for the tomato. Okay, definitely easier at this point. Wow! Every time I up the speed of the rotation, it seems to get easier for the tomato. Hold on, what if I go 10? Now it should go crazy. Yeah. If the tomato's getting through this, I'll be surprised. You could add your favorite soup, miso. That soup, that's disgusting. I genuinely hate miso soup. It's just salt, man. It's awful. That was good rage bait, though. That was good rage bait, Fire King. Come on. I'm rooting for the potato at this point. The tomato is too powerful. It needs stopped. I feel like I've created a monster. I'm like Frankenstein. All of a sudden, I hope the tomato loses. Come on, potato. You got this, bro. Lock in. Okay, some good hits. Some good hits coming out. Oh, no. Oh, but he got caught in the corner. No, the tomato's too powerful to be left alive. Oh, my goodness. What do I do? What do I do to fix it? Because his damage scales by 0.1. It's ridiculous how slow it scales. Maybe the sword's damage should increase faster? Go 1.4 instead of 1.2, maybe? Lower speed increase. I think that's the only thing we don't lower. I think we've created a villain. We have to find a way to solve the villain we've created. For, like, the good of humanity. Put some potato soup in the Discord if anyone wants any. Merry Christmas. Thanks, everything's set up. I'll be sure to stop by and take a sip of the soup. The switch up is crazy. I can't help that I like an underdog story. Like, I want the potato to win now. Oh my goodness. But he can't land the hits he needs to hit. Okay, there's a hit. Oh my goodness. Dude, the tomato is so powerful. There's another hit. There's another hit. Oh my goodness. There's another hit. He might win. Potato! Potato! Oh my goodness! Oh, who won? Who won? Dude, I just watched the replay back. I don't know who won. It was literally 1 HP for both. I don't know. We need... Oh my goodness. That's crazy how close that was, dude. That is crazy. We've reached true balance, I think. Oh my... That was crazy. Hold on. Let me see how to activate true random for GMS. How to activate true randomness in GMS2. Okay. The function sets the seed to a random value. Should help to keep a consistent value over a number of the runs. You should be using random set seed. Please note that when using the random number functions, the initial seed is always the same. Okay. So we just need to add randomize, right? OBJ game, go to create. Randomize. Boom, boom. Okay, now it should be true random every time we run the game. We need a replay cam. We do need a replay cam, I think. That'd be kind of a cool thing to implement, actually. I don't know how to do it, though, is the only issue. I guess we could just... Oh, for the tournament, I know what we'll do. We'll just have it set up so that we can, like, watch the stream back really quickly. And we'll have, like, instant replay cams. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, though. And I'll also, like, create something that, like, tells who won as well. Well, oh, I know what to do. I know what to do to fix this. We should go OBJ potato. If HP equals or is less than, ooh, is less than or equal to, oops, is less than or equal to 0. Instance destroy self. Boom. Now, when they run out of HP, they die. They disappear. Okay, here we go. Potato, why do I hear boss music? Tomato is playing the boss music. That's pretty funny. Hello, always Taco. How you doing? If HP is less than 0. Nice. Yeah, Pengy. Don't worry. Don't worry. I had it unlocked that time. Oh my goodness. This is... Dude, Earclax was onto something when they created this, dude. They were cooking. It may be brain rot, but for some reason it's so interesting. Okay, there's a hit. There's another hit. Oh my goodness. This time, Tomato is piecing up Potato, though. It's like not even close. It's just a massacre now. Ah. Wow. If instance exists obj underscore potato. I guess it's not as balanced as we thought. The potatoes had a lucky run that last round. I guess that's the nature of the randomness. Else. Instance destroy self. Boom. Alright, send it. Okay. Now it should, the potato and the tomato should disappear, whichever one loses. I gotta go for a bit. Thanks for stopping by, Pengy. It's actually almost time to end stream anyway, so you're probably not gonna miss much. Oh my goodness, why did we not make the weapon a peeler? I guess we could always just change it. It would only change the, like, image. Tomato is the final boss, the final boss is OP. Basically, tomato is the final boss that is OP. Facts. This was kind of close again. I'm worried it's not going to be close, though, by the time tomato gets up to speed. Maybe he's got too many iframes. You know what I mean? Like, if he wasn't invincible for so long, he would take more damage. Oh, it's kind of close here. Oh, it's getting kind of close. Well. Oh, with 1 HP. That's pretty crazy, dude. Good job, tomato. Yeah, I think it's pretty fair. We've created a pretty fair battle, I think. That's pretty wild, actually. Fake? Fake? What do you mean fake? That was crazy. I can't believe it's so close every time. Or not every time, but like half the time so far. Genuinely kind of wild. Okay, now we can implement more and more, whatchamacallit? We can implement more and more soups, because it's easy. I'll have to do it off camera, though, because we're about to run out of time on stream. We got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. We could give them name tags. Hold on. Let's give them names right now. What names do we want? Name equals Todd. Todd the tomato. Hold on. Name equals Pod the potato. Then we go draw text X Y name. Let's go Y minus 32 though, like this. Boom, now they should have names. Todd and Pod, there we go. Oh, we could name them after chatters. Guys. Alright. Everyone's gotta pick a style of soup. Everyone pick a style of soup. Everyone's getting put in the tournament, dude. This is the strat. Yeah, Fire King is potato for sure. I'm not gonna be included. That's okay. That's okay, Kitty Heart. You don't have to fight. Also, you can just say your favorite type of soup. You can repeat soups if you want. So if someone already has, okay, chicken noodle, taco. Okay, I gotta write this down. Hold on. Okay. We got. Wait, do I have a pencil? Nope, just my crayon, I guess. Well, no, I have pencils. Hold on. Okay, we got. Okay, Fire King. Potato. Speed baking. Chicken noodle. Everything set up. Set up. Wants to be taco. Okay. Sword on fire. Okay, we'll add the fire as well. I realized I wasn't watching live. I was 10 seconds behind. Bro's lagging a little bit. I consumed soup. Chicken puff. Okay. We're adding everyone in the chat to a tournament except for Kitty Heart, because Kitty Heart doesn't want to fight. Based on the type of soup they want. So, what kind of soup do you want to be in the tournament? You can repeat if you want to, but like, what's your favorite soup? Is essentially what we're asking. So far, we only have 3 entries. So you want to? No, I don't want to kill my chat, bro. You're all battling each other. So essentially, you're fighting each other for me. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching. I'm facilitating, if you will. Also, the potato just won, I just realized. So that's a massive dub. Slime ball soup. New Minecraft item. Ooh, and it would definitely... Slime ball soup would, like, double the amount of knockback you take. I'm also watching. Kitty Heart is also watching. So we got 2 spectators, I guess. I usually have chicken noodle soup. Okay, Speed Baking also chose chicken noodle. We'll put you down for chicken noodle as well, though. I just wanted to let you know that you are part of a duplicate now. Chicky Puff. Chicken noodle. Okay, I'm gonna have to make sure I have the coolest. I have some really cool abilities and weapons for all of you. That way, you all have a fair shot. You could be spicy chicken noodle. Ooh, a little difference. One could chicken, the other be noodle. Ooh, what if they fight together? What if they fight one's noodle, one's chicken, and they like fight at the same time together? That'd be kind of neat. I'll have to workshop that. We'll see. We'll see how it like functions in the actual game. like a twin character, exactly. Ooh, and what if their weapon is that they're connected at all times by some sort of like string, and like whenever they like whenever you cross the string, you take a whole bunch of damage. I don't know. I'll workshop it. That's pretty cool though. Noodle like lassos the enemy and slows them for a bit. Ooh, and we can't fight each other. Yeah, because Chicky Puff and Speed Baking, you guys fight together. So like you enter the match at the same time. That would be busted. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, we thought Tomato was busted, but Potato just took him down with 61 HP left, so... And you can choose special abilities or passes for your characters. Dude, at this point, we're just, like, building a video game. Like, this is... We just, like, turned Earclax's thing into a video game. A little bit of a yoink and twist, if you will. We need to contact Earclax and see if he wants to make a game with us. All right. Well, fellas, it is 201. That's kind of what the title said. Pretty much. Taco Soup drops beans that cause fire damage. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Hold on. Taco Soup. Beans? Question mark? Beans? Okay. The background could be a soup bowl fighting in the broth. Oh, that's a good idea. Spawning animation, they get ladled in. Dude, why are you guys cooking so hard right now? Hold on. I gotta write this down too. Soup Bowl Battlefield. Oh, and it could be called the Super Bowl. No, sorry, my bad. That's on me. Sorry, guys. That's on me. I'm my bad. That's on me. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm trying ladles. Looks like a punch bowl, but it'll be fine. Chicky Puff gave me the sideways like, oh, face. I thought it was funny. New Pog reaction image. GoatBlob Pog. Is there any way to make it an interactable game, or are we just gonna have horse gambling with weaponized soup? I think we're gonna find a way to make it interactable. I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out. I'll come up with something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Pogblob. I could have you guys on like a little game board and you have to choose where you want to go. That could be kind of interesting. I don't know. Let me think on it. Let me sleep on it. It's hard. I'll have to sleep on it. Hey, I'm back for a bit. What are we doing now? Pengy, okay. Everyone picked a soup. Everyone picked a soup as their favorite, and they're preparing to battle on Saturday. You gotta pick a soup as well. By the way, I've been farming potatoes on the server this whole time. Just like constant potatoes. Except me. Yeah, Kitty Heart is not participating in the soup battle. Can I be mushroom soup? Yes, Pengy. Fire choice. Hold on. Mushroom soup. Excellent choice. Okay, we've got 5 types of soup. If anyone joins, like, the actual thing, but like, didn't have a soup, we can just add them as an extra character, and they have to be one of the brands that we already have. I'm gonna go tell the Earclax Discord server about this. They're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna be like, you're stealing his thing. This is gonna be really bad, actually. They're gonna be like, you just stole his content to make your own. Which, I mean, is fair. That's pretty much what we're doing. But we're deciding the best style of soup. It's different. Right? I don't know, it's fine. Jackie Placid said pumpkin. Okay, I'm gonna add it in orange just for the pumpkins. Jackie Placid. Pumpkin. Perfect. Okay, DLC. I mean, as long as you give credit. That's kind of facts. I've been very open about the fact that Earclax's idea is this idea. So, hopefully they're chill. What if I get sued? I'm just kidding. I can't get sued because I'm not getting paid. But still, it's fine. They'll live. It'll be okay. All right. Remember to give yourself a passive ability for the turn. Yes, if you want like a specific thing, make sure to let us know somehow. Likely in the Discord. The Discord would be the easiest way to tell us of this. But yes, not paid yet. Ooh, Fire King. Ooh. I like the way you think. Drop the Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. Low-key, okay. I thought about doing a Patreon, but I also realized, like, I don't make anything that's, like, worth paying for. You know what I mean? Like, I just draw people in chat and, like, do that kind of thing. And, like, make videos or whatever. I don't have anything that I'd be like, you guys should watch this. One of the higher tiers could be get a pixel drawing. But I like drawing chat anyways. So people are just likely to get drawn no matter what. I guess I could, like, give access to all the different projects I'm working on. I don't know. We're pretty close to, like, the membership thing here on YouTube where people can, like, pay to be a member. So I'm thinking about making that, like, $1 or something. You get, like, custom emotes, maybe. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. Yeah, but you get paid for it. I guess. Still. Yeah, I like drawing people from chat just like normally. Maybe if I get like super massive and there's no way to control how many people are in chat, then I'll do something where it's like you can pay to like get drawn or like faster up on the list or something. Okay, Fire King just said I've never paid for a Patreon or member on YouTube. You'd be the first I'd ever do it for. Okay, I guess I'll just go cry later. That's fine. We can all just cry. We can all just be, like, sappy and say that we all appreciate each other and support each other's company and all, like each other or whatever. That's cool. I guess we could just do that. What does it say? Patreon-only streams? Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting. I don't know. I think the YouTube membership thing will be helpful to us. And if it doesn't work, we can just fix it. I can be mean again if that helps. Yes, Fire King, that would be beneficial, actually. Anyways, yeah. So no Patreon or anything like that, really. Maybe in the future when I, like, make something worth putting on there. But not for right now. But anyways, yes. I have been GoatBlob. It is 2:07, which means I went over the time limit. Tomatoes suck. Okay, well, that's fine. I did ask you to be mean, so maybe that's deserved. But I've been GoatBlob. It has been so cool to hang out with you all. Remember, no stream tomorrow. No stream on the 26th. Next stream on Saturday. We are doing the Ultimate Soup Tournament. Be there. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Tell them that soup is coming. And they need to get in on this. It's 107. Okay, but it's 207 for me. It's different for all of us. It's different. We live in different areas. Okay. Goodbye. Make sure to do something creative today. Whether it is making your own soup, or doing a painting, or Trying origami. Ooh, little fun one in there. Your side quest for today is to, let's do a side quest of like, Your side quest for today is to find a lamp. Ooh. Any lamp will do. Make sure to send a picture in the Discord if you're in there. If you're not in there, just think about how much you like that lamp. Anyways, I've been GoatBlob, also known as Talon. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you all in the next one. Do I have anything else I'm supposed to say? I don't think so. If you know of anyone who wants to be a soup to battle, put it in the Discord and tell them to put it in the Discord as well. Bye! Wait, what button do I? This one? Bye! There we go. Boop.